Well, hello tubers. This is just a short video and a bit of a chat about this Manticore metal detector again. As I mentioned in the last video, I was thinking of buying one, and through the discussions on a couple of the lads in the comments, I sort of been thinking about it, and I was having a look last night, and I was amazed at the price of these things now. The CTX that I bought 6 years ago, second hand, cost me £800, which I thought was a lot of money then. It's obviously paid for itself, or what it's found since, but when I looked last night, the same CTX 3030 is £1,700 to buy new. This new Manticore is £1,700 to buy new. And most of them are out of stock and you have to pre-order. It's absolutely fucking crazy money. Mad money. I've made a decision. I am not going to buy the Manticore for at least a year until these prices come down, and if they ever do. I've been thinking about it last night. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a Knox 800, because hopefully you can get a new one of them for about £800 with 2 coils, and I'm still going to use a CTX 3030 on the beach because I don't think it's much better on the beach for that, but I might use this Knox on pasture detecting because it's a lot lighter to haul around all day, and just to see what this new technology is like, to be honest. So I can get a new Knox 800 now for around the £800 to £900 mark. But the new Manticore is £1,700. That's too much money. It really is. Well, for me anyway. So it was just a short video on that, really. When I saw the prices of these things, they are just nuts. And I was even looking last night on second-hand Knox 800s, because the 600s, there is a little bit of a difference in them from what I understand with the setting, so you may as well buy an 800 to start with. I was looking at the second-hand ones. The second-hand Knoxes, Minelab Knoxes, are only like £150 cheaper than a new one, and there's no guarantee with them. And you can get a new one with a new coil, with a separate 15 to 16 inch coil on it as well, for basically £150 cheaper. So this is just a small, short little video to say to people who are thinking of buying one of these Minelab Manticores, a bit of a warning of the money. So it's going to be £1,700 at least, and you're going to have to be on a waiting list. I looked at a few sites last night. Lots of them haven't even got them, and they won't be able to get them because they're sold out. So in my opinion, wait for 12 months or at least, because they're stupid money. And personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a Knox 800 or a Simplex, one of the two. I've seen a Simplex for sale in my area, a cheap one, a Legend, and I was considering that because that was £500. But I'm a Minelab person on the beach, so I'm not sure yet. So this is just a short video to say to people, be careful about buying these new things here now, because they are just mental money. And I don't think the CTX is going to be that far off it anyway. Of course, it might have, from what I understand, the ability of these things to discriminate is supposed to be better because of the multi-frequency. But when you think that the CTX has a full screen, I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference myself. Anyway, maybe an inch depth, perhaps, if that. So think before you buy.